Good morning, good morning, good morning. I am so thrilled to be before you once again on this day. Remember, if this video speaks to you in any kind of way, feel free to like, comment, and share. This is Empowerment365 with Jamarr Williams. I am your host, Jamarr, with two R's Williams, and I am so glad to be able to bring you your daily dose of motivation, inspiration, and empowerment. Without further ado, let's get started. Today is Thursday, October 15th, 2020, and today's quote is empowerment is a seed. I will plant it, water it, nourish it, and share in the abundance of its harvest. My return will be plentiful. I will say that again. Empowerment is a seed. I will plant it, water it, nourish it, and share in the abundance of its harvest. My return will be plentiful. First point that we are going to talk about, it is about the analogy of the seed of empowerment being an actual seed. Let's talk about the life cycle of the seed. We know that when we have a seed, that tiny seed in our hand, we actually have to go through the process of planting it. That seed then begins to form its roots. Once the roots are formed, that seed begins to sprout and emerge and break through the soil to show the world just how beautiful it is, to show the world that it is a plant. It goes through that process that scientifically we call germination. It goes through the process of planting, forming its roots, and of course emerging or breaking through the soil. That seed cannot be sustained simply by that germination process alone. Here's the idea behind it. Plants require light, they require air, they require water, nutrients, and space in order for it to be able to maintain its life cycle. Second point that we are going to talk about, let's talk about the term empowerment itself. Empowerment is nothing more, nothing less than authority or power given to someone to actually do something. Once again, there's a reason why this show is called Empowerment365, all right? When it comes right down to it, when it comes down to your personal life, your choice of being empowered, of becoming greater, your choice to become better, your choice to dream big, your choice to go after your dreams, your choice to want greater for your surroundings, for your community, for everything that you touch. That is something you can make all within yourself. You have that authority, you have that power, and guess what? You need no one's permission in order to see that through to fruition. Empowerment is all about authority and power. You can give that to yourself today. Let's talk about the third point. Empowerment, just like the plant, just like the seed requires light, air, water, nutrients, and space. Just like the seed, empowerment requires light. Light, as in someone has to be able to give it hope. Someone has to believe in that seed of empowerment. And it starts with you. If you have that dream, that purpose, that vision on the inside of you, the only person that it takes to believe in that dream and to get it started and to get that vision moving is you. Empowerment requires light. Secondly, empowerment requires air. Remember, we talked about the importance of air, how it gives you life, it gives you strength, it gives you that new opportunity to form, to do something new. Well, just like the air that we need for life, just like the air that the plant needs for life, empowerment, that seed as well, needs life as well. It requires air as well. Water is required for empowerment as well. In other words, hey, plants have to be watered, right? Plants have to be watered, just like the plant, just like the seed. Your empowerment seed needs to be watered. It needs to be continuously worked on every day. It cannot grow by itself. You have to put forth the work. You have to put together the team. You have to put together the vision. You have to constantly work at it every day. Empowerment has to be watered. Nutrients. Think about the various nutrients that a plant requires in order to be sustained, in order to remain healthy. Just like the seed, empowerment also requires various nutrients. It's going to require various levels of love, various levels of support, various levels of guidance, mentorship. Remember, we talked about the understanding of greatness. Greatness is connected to empowerment. Empowerment is connected to greatness. We understand that even in empowerment, it requires the collaboration of teams. All right. So it requires the nutrients of all these things to keep it moving, to keep the machine turning, to keep that seed growing. Finally, space, a very important one. The space that a plant requires in order for it to grow, it varies from plant to plant. Your empowerment seed will need space as well to grow, to learn, to make mistakes, to have patience. You will require that empowerment seed that you plant will require space in order to grow. So just like the plant, we are going to require these essential elements for empowerment, all right? Fourth point that I'm going to make, and the final point that I'm going to make, I mentioned abundance in the actual quote, all right? Abundance, meaning that it can produce plenty. The empowerment seed that you produce, it will produce plenty. It will beget plenty of harvest. Here's the idea behind that. Notice that I mentioned the word share. Empowerment is not a seed that we just hold on only for ourselves, but once we see it grow, once we see it sprout, once it gets its wings and it is ready to soar, we have a duty to share that empowerment with our fellow man. We have a duty to share that empowerment with our children, with our neighbor, with our community in some type of form or fashion. When empowerment is able to flourish, it produces a harvest that is abundance. And guess what? We can share in that abundance, and we definitely should share in that abundance. I leave us with this charge on today. Very simple. Plant your seed of empowerment. If you have not already done so, start the seed today. The purpose, the vision, the dream that is housed up on the inside of you. Plant the seed today, move forward with it, and tell yourself that yes, you can do it. Yes, you will make it. Yes, you will overcome. And your empowerment seed eventually, just like the plant, will flourish, will sprout, and cause an abundance that you cannot only enjoy and have plenty of, but be able to share in as well. This has been Empowerment 365 with Jamarr Williams. I am your host, Jamarr, with two R's, signing off.